Hi, welcome to Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer, and I'm Adina Lev, the writer. This is episode 74 of getting my name out there and lending a voice to my characters and blah, 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 blah. I keep saying the same thing, and I said that in the videos before. I keep saying the same thing, but like I've said before, it's continuity. Wrapper room moment. Hi, Judy. Hi, Jay. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Raynell. Hi, Josh. Hi, Joel. Hi, Sam. Hi, Alexis. I think that's everybody that I usually say hi to. And if I missed you or you want me to give you a shout out, put your name down at the bottom in the comments. Subscribe when I say that stuff at the end. Oh, it's been a whirlwind week. Yes, I know I missed last week's video. I had to do the grandma stuff down in Lancaster, South Carolina with the daughter. So I got so caught up in decluttering my office and I realized I was becoming a hoarder. I like my vat. I like to do quilts. I like to do blankets. I like to make things. And I've been collecting material and yarn and different arts and crafts stuff over the years. So my office was starting to look like I've got no room. So, do you know there are people who troll Craigslist? I kept some of the material. I definitely have it on my list of blankets I'm going to make and I got it down to just two, a Christmas blanket and a fall colors blanket. I did keep a blanket set for a baby quilt somewhere in the future. But anyway, I gathered up all the rest of the material and it must have been about 50 pounds of material. I'm telling you, I was hoarding things, half finished projects, things I intended to start. Nope, it all went in boxes straight to the GCF. But the material I put on Craigslist, I posted 50 pounds of cloth material for quilters. Within minutes of posting that, I got 3 responses. That means there are people out there who are so serious about a craft that I just do as a hobby that they have it listed so that they get a notification when any of these buzzwords come up on Craigslist. Within minutes, I had 3 responses. Met somebody down at the police station, and here you go, have at it. No, I don't want any money for it. Just take it off my hands. Let it go. Uh, it's been, like I said, a whirlwind week. Besides, that's the dog because it was too cold to go out walking this morning. And I told them they're going to wait until this afternoon when the temperatures get up to the 40s. So they're chomping at the bit. They want to go out walking. They're just going to have to bloody well wait. In the meantime, Rascal is moving my desk so that the camera's going, wah, that, or my vertigo's kicking in and I'm going, wah. We'll blame it on the dog. So, anyhow, I am getting my private investigator license. In the state of North Carolina, to get a PI license, you have to not just have 5 letters of reference from people who've known you that aren't related to you, over 18, and have a clean background. You also have to have so many hundreds of hours with a private investigator. I'm going to kick this dog out. Hang on a second. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I kicked him out. Now, you might hear snuffling under the door. You might hear scratching. Not a whole lot of scratching. But anyway, you have to have a couple hundred, I think 1,500 hours with a licensed private investigator as your trainer. The problem with that is most private investigators don't want to take on a trainee or an associate because that person will most likely become their competition. So I found a private investigator. You hear him barking. There's nobody out there. They're just barking. I found a private investigator who said he would be my sponsor slash trainer slash boss. And I had to sign a non-competition agreement that lasts for 5 years. I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement that lasts for in turpitude, forever. I'm sure that I'll find that word. If you remember the word before I do, put it on the comments. And I had him sign an intellectual properties agreement because as a writer, that is what I do. I write, and he theoretically, if I wrote something that I gleaned from his office, he could shut me down. He could say, no, that's my property, or yeah, sure, you can use it, but I get a kickback. So anything I've learned, and I also told him I agreed that if I used any instances in my book from a private investigator standpoint, I'd give him a look-see to approve it and for correctness. Now, if you remember a few videos ago before I started Norma's story, I was working on the book Not the Victim, and it has a private investigating firm in there that figures prominently in the book. So that's already up in there. So I told them about it and I said, I've already started this book. The characters are established. So just keep in mind, I own that. Things you got to worry about. Seriously. Oh, scary mind moment. Oh, I didn't stab anybody this time. I'm in the vet's office and I'm talking to the vet tech, and I'm telling her about Austria and how wonderful the Christmas villages are and how it's got to be on your bucket list. She starts to tell me how she wants to do that, and now that she has full custody of her daughter, she can get a passport for her daughter and they can do these things. And she was telling me how long and drawn out it was. Her baby daddy hadn't seen the child since the child was a couple months old. The child is now 6. He couldn't pick her out of a room of little girls. He just knows she's a little girl. So it took thousands of dollars and lots of effort to have his parental rights terminated. And I looked her dead in the face of, why didn't you just make him disappear? Oh, Mrs. Lev, you're so funny. You can't do that. Sure you can. It's not much. It's not hard to do, especially in this day and age where that lady who was this is a side conversation. She just laughed me off. Oh, Mrs. Love, you're so funny. But you had that lady in the news a couple of weeks ago who she poisoned her almost ex-husband with eye drops, and he got sick and died. And you have people who are disappearing all of the time. If you want to make somebody disappear, it's not that hard. I don't know if I'd be able to do that though. I write about it in books all the time and I know how it can be done without leaving a trace, but I don't know if I have that kind of coldness, that kind of drive. Now, mind you, if we're in a situation where it's my kid or you or my grandkid or you, sorry, dude, you're down. But do I have the wherewithal to kill somebody just out of cold blood? I don't know. In my head, I do. In my head, I write about it all the time. Do I really? Does anybody really that is not a sociopath? I mean, you're not caught in a blood fight. Your blood's not. It's not save yourself, save your dog. It's calculating. And I talked about that in a video a couple of months ago, where my ex-husband was very sure that I was going to kill him, and he said if anything happened to him, to have me investigated. And somebody thinks I'm capable of that. I don't know if I'm capable of that, but the perception is I am. And come on, 74 videos, 75 videos of my scary mind. What does it take to do the scary mind thing in reality? I don't know. So I'm back to writing. I finally got a full chapter thought out, investigated, and done about Norma's life. Norma turned 100 last week. We had a big celebration. Then we had a life celebration on Sunday. So all these things packing up. That's why I have not been doing videos. That's why my video is a full week behind. But if you've been following my books, you know I get into these not slumps, where I get so busy, so occupied, so life driven that I can't get the video done. So, with that in mind, I've got to go walk these dogs before they lose their mind. And let's face it, I need to get out of the house and get some fresh air and some vitamin D. You like the video? Share. Didn't like the video? Don't share. No, share it. Thumbs down, share it, but subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. They don't have to watch it, just subscribe. And as I go along in my life working on my PI license, I will be updating everybody on what it's like to become a private investigator. Y'all be safe out there. It's been Adina Lev inside the scary mind of a writer. Bye.